Hi, today we're continuing our look at the nervous system by starting to highlight some of the key parts, and none is more important than the human brain. This is the control center that runs everything. Now, you've probably seen pictures of the brain that look like this. Pretty, beautiful, highlighted, lit up, symmetrical things. These are great pictures, but in truth, your brain actually looks more like this. This is an image of an actual human brain, and you can see while it's not the most pretty thing in the world, it's an incredibly powerful, incredibly complex device, organ that exists and controls your entire body. It's the single most powerful computer, the most complicated communication system that's ever existed on the planet. So let's have a bit of a look at what we do know about the brain. So humans actually have quite large brains, larger than any other animal relative to our body size. And they're incredibly complex, like I said. So they have over 100 billion neurons, which connect in a whole range of different ways to provide somewhere in the order of 1 trillion different connections. That's a 1 with 15 zeros after it. Different pathways for signals to be sent around your brain and information to be stored. So what does it actually do though? It controls virtually everything about your body. It controls all your actions, it holds your memories, your thoughts, it regulates your body functions, and provides you with the direction that you need to do, say, think, feel, anything. So it's a very, very complicated thing, like I said, but we can break it down into 4 major parts that we will focus on. There is the cerebrum, the cerebellum, the corpus callosum, and the medulla oblongata. Probably heard that one as the brainstem before. So let's have a look at each of these parts. Starting with the cerebrum, this is the part of the brain that makes you you. This controls your conscious thoughts, holds your memories. It is where your senses get processed. It's the part of the brain that makes you unique as a human, as an individual. Something that is interesting about the cerebrum and the brain generally is the left-hand side of the brain actually controls the right-hand side of your body, and vice versa. The right-hand side of your brain controls the left-hand side of your body. So the signals coming from the left-hand side of your brain go to the right-hand side of the body. And it works the other way around. Your left eye talks to the right side of your brain. So if we've got the two sides of the brains working separately like this, we need something to connect them together. And that something is the corpus callosum. This is a section of the brain that is inside the brain and actually connects the left and right hand sides together. It's kind of like a phone line that connects the two. A bit of wire that allows one side to talk to the other. The next section we'll have a look at is the cerebellum. Now this is the part of the brain that controls your coordination, your balance, and the sort of automatic physical responses that you have. So different creatures have different sized cerebrum and cerebellum depending on what they do. Human beings, we have a really large cerebrum because we do a lot of thinking. Our cerebellum is much smaller comparatively. If you look at the brains of various animals, you'll see the cerebellum is significantly larger proportionally than it is in humans. They still have the cerebrum, but it doesn't take up as much space in the brain, because animals do less thinking and do more running, basically. The final part that we're going to have a look at here is the medulla oblongata, or the brainstem, like I said. And this is the oldest, simplest part of the brain. It's the part that develops the first, and even the most simple animals still have a significant medulla oblongata. But this is the part of the brain that is super important for just keeping you alive. It is the part that regulates your body functions, such as your breathing, keeping your blood pressure the same, maintaining your heart beating, keeping your constant heart rate, and the like. Now, like I said, there are lots of other parts of the brain. Hypothalamus and the pituitary gland are something that we're going to look at in depth later, but these regulate things like your hunger, your thirst, your body temperature, hormone, the chemical control of your body. But this will be a separate part of the course. So Your body is really, really good at protecting the things that are most important for it. And if you consider probably the two most important organs in your body, you've got the heart, and that is protected by your rib cage, provides a really nice, strong barrier to keep it safe. And then obviously your brain. The protection for your brain, that's your skull. So the skull is quite complex in itself. It's made of 22 different bones connected together, but it actually creates a really, really good helmet and protection for your brain to keep it safe, to keep it working so that you can continue on. All right, thank you for paying attention to our little video about the brain.